Well, don't know what's happened to Ozzy. I guess he's just a thin red paste on a road somewhere. That's normally what we assume has happened to you when you're not here.
Okay, as long as it's not just
No.
standard procedure. Oh yeah, he's not here. He's dead.
Not just dead, a thin red paste on a road.
Thin red. How much red do you imagine is inside the average human body for it to become a thin red paste?
Well, it's like, have you ever read American Gods?
I haven't, no.
Well, there's a bit where someone gets run over and then they reverse over them and then they go forwards over them and then they reverse over them and they keep doing that for about 10 minutes.
The old forward reverse.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes until they're just a thin red paste on the road.
Okay.
Naturally, when someone doesn't come to the podcast, I assume it's just because they've angered a god in America.
I mean, yeah, about standard.
I don't see what else could have happened. Because I thought maybe he's just locking up the school or something and he's a bit late, but he's normally home by now. So
yeah, and he usually messages saying back about 5:30.
And he is logged into Discord. He's just away. So I reckon he's fallen asleep.
Probably.
And then a car ran him over.
Nothing against him. In his bed.
Yeah. Just like a little micro machine. Very slowly running you over.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
It's like the horribly slow murderer with the extremely inefficient weapon.
Oh god, yeah, the spoon. I haven't thought about that for literally years.
No. I mean, it is timeless, though. It's a timeless classic.
Absolute.
Richard de Gale films.
Is he still doing stuff?
I don't know, actually. Should we have a little look?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Richard Gale, not Richard de Gale.
9 years ago, 34 million views.
9 years ago. Holy moly. No, 10, well, 9 and a bit. It was in 2009.
It says 9 years ago on thing. On
okay.
YouTube, so.
Yeah. 21st of October 2009.
Oh, wow. There's a thing called Spoon Bores. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he did loads of follow-ups.
Yeah. Like I was got like closed caption on it. It's like, what are the captions? Just donk.
Yeah.
Donk. Donk. One note. Donk.
Anyway, Richard Gale.
Yes.
That was Richard Gale review there.
Speaking of American Gods, have you seen the trailer for the new one?
I think I have, but I can't remember it.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's got Martin Sheen and David Tennant.
Oh, that's not American Gods. That's Good Omens.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Why did I get the two mixed up?
Because they both involve God in some way, one way or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen the trailer for Good Omens.
It looks
fine.
I don't know how to feel about it.
But that's how I kind of felt about the book. It's kind of like a cult hit, the book, isn't it? Like, people that like it have read it about 1 billion times.
I haven't read it, I must admit.
I've got it. I read it. It was fine. I don't think it was as good as...
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, there's better Neil Gaiman books and there's better Terry Pratchett books. And it was... But it was still a good book. I wouldn't give it all that.
It's all right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I was going to ask Ozzy if he'd watched the Pokémon trailer, for the teaser for Gen 8, but well,
I'm going to go ahead and guess that he hasn't, just because he doesn't want it spoiled.
I think he was on about doing a reacto.
Yes. As is his thing these days.
As is his want.
Yes.
Did you listen to the Triforce podcast?
No, I haven't listened to Triforce in ages.
In the latest one, Lewis went on a massive rant about reactors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like, just ban them, just fucking ban them. Quote.
I can just imagine that in his voice as well.
Yeah. I have to say, I obviously used to love watching the Oxcast when I was younger, and I kind of went off them, but then I rediscovered them again about 4 or 5 years ago, and I have to say, I enjoy them immensely.
Yes.
They haven't, they've got better with age, I think.
I feel like they've not stopped caring, but stopped giving a crap.
Yeah, like they're not trying to chase certain demographics, they're just kind of...
Yeah, they're just doing what they enjoy, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better. And now
Like,
I finally understand the rules of TTT. I can enjoy those as well.
What's not to get?
Well, the first one I saw, I was like, I don't know what's going on. They've got all these little in jokes of references and so on, and different roles. Like, what the hell's a jester? What the hell's all this? What all this, that, and the other? I don't know what was going on.
Jester.
Oh, see, even you don't know. The jester is trying to get killed by one of the innocents, and if an innocent kills the innocent dies, and the jester becomes an innocent.
Oh, okay. This really is becoming more and more like Werewolf, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all Trouble in Terrorist Town basically is.
Basically, yeah. In Gmod styles. Right, well, I had a couple of things to talk about.
Go for it.
We haven't got... Bless you.
Excuse me.
That's right. We haven't got big wheels yet.
Nope.
But I did notice, because I've YouTube kept on nagging me to switch to the new YouTube Studio. And I thought, I've put it off. I'd rather change over now rather than just one day I log in and it's suddenly different and I don't know what's going on. I'll change over now on my terms and I'll see what's going on.
And how terrible is it?
It's actually a lot better than I thought.
My God.
Because they had a beta of it yonks ago and it was awful and I instantly switched back to the classic one. But this one, actually, I've kept it switched on. It's actually pretty decent. They've kept all the, you couldn't see the likes and views and stuff on your videos as easily. They're all laid out crazily bad. And they've fixed all of that now so you can see it. However, they order videos in the date published. So like if I upload 4 videos today and I set them to publish like one tomorrow, one the day after, and so on, they'll go in the right order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, counting upwards up the screen, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
But then when video 1 becomes public, it jumps to the top.
Oh.
And that really annoys me because I like them to be in order so I can see what's going on. Because you have to really look to say, well, which one have I just published? Because I don't know where it's meant to bloody appear. So I sent feedback saying, can we have this sorted differently, please?
Yeah. But I just want to sort out the fucking playlists.
What's wrong with playlists?
Well, like, the majority of playlists, when you look at a playlist, they always play them in most released backwards.
That is based on the settings of the playlist, so it's up to the person who made the playlist to sort that out.
Grumble.
So, like, mine are automatically sorted by date published oldest.
Yes.
Apart from an audible.
That's the way you should do it.
Apart from an audible, which is date published newest. So the most recent ones at the start of the playlist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why, because I stopped numbering them and everything, I thought, rather than people going, oh my God, there's 100 here to catch up on.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the reason I bring it up is because they've got new analytics as well. And you can never really tell what, the famous algorithm, you can never really tell what is important. You can kind of guess stuff based on what you've seen. So like it used to be that it was just interactions were important, and that's it just clicks were important to start with, and that's where you get all the reaction the titty girls.
Oh God, I remember React girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was 5 years ago.
By me. More innocent times. And so then they changed it to watch time. So if loads of people clicked on a video but then clicked away from it after 2 seconds, they wouldn't appear up the rankings. And it seemed to be that was still the case going forward. But looking at analytics now, they've got watch time, they've got impressions, and impressions click-through. So impressions is how many people see that your video exists, and impressions click-through is how many people then click on it.
Ah, okay.
So it starts off with that, then it goes to watch time if you follow the tabs along, and then it's like unique viewers and all that, revenue and all that standard stuff.
Yeah.
What is not there is number of comments, number of likes, or number of subscribers. So I think based on analytics, you can kind of intuit that what YouTube is interested in now is, of the people who see your video, how many people actually click on it and watch it.
Yeah.
So
that's
clickbait.
Interesting.
If you got clickbait, if you got an interesting thumbnail and title, people will click on it, up the rankings.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, yeah, they've got to watch it for the watch time, but Number one is
Still.
ticked off the list. And I've noticed that even when I've done thumbnails for like Digimon World, on a thumbnail where I put me and Ozzy just like kind of with our heads in our hands because something ridiculous had just happened, something that could only happen in Digimon. That got like twice as many views as my other ones.
Really?
Yeah. Because people just click on it because it looks interesting.
Oh, man.
It's mad, isn't it?
I fucking hate YouTube at times.
There's nowhere else to go. Only Twitch. That's still small enough that it's like YouTube in the old days.
Yeah, they actually give a crap about what happens on Twitch.
But yeah, and the thing about Twitch as well, I think, which gives them a bargaining chip to use with rights holders and so on, is that videos are deleted after 30 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think that's why they get away with people can just play any old music on their stream, and then it goes out live, but then on the VOD it'll be muted if it's a content match, and then after 30 days everything gets deleted anyway, so I don't think people care as much.
No, which is something, I suppose.
Yes. But that was my little YouTube review segment there.
I have been out of the realm of YouTube for a little while. However, I might be coming back with more of the Lego things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I have a metric shit ton to go through. And Captain Marvel's out now, so I'm going to...
the film or the Lego?
Both.
Oh.
I have a Captain Marvel figure on the way, so I'm going to be doing that. Get those analytics. Ride that trending page.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how you got to do it.
That's how I did it last time. I got like a massive traction on the previous one because of Guardians 2 and Avengers.
Temple programming.
And I have... Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Temple programming.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a shit ton of minifigs to go through, and I'm just like, yeah, I might as well do something with them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How's your Gene Stealers coming along?
They're getting there slowly. But I recently, yesterday, I bought a thing from a charity shop.
I bought a thing. Was it a dead man's coat?
It was a second edition copy of Space Hulk.
Oh, that's almost a dead man's coat.
Well, they are dead men.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 25 quid.
Okay. And
it was complete apart from one door missing. So I now have an extra 20 Gene Stealers and 10 Terminators.
Oy vey.
Plus a load of corridors for a space thing, so we can use that for D&D.
Corridors for space. Yeah, the D&D.
God, yeah,
this
D&D.
is the advantage of Ozzy not being here. He doesn't nag us about the D&D.
In the nicest way possible.
We've escaped for another week.
Oh, don't say it like that. I mean, true, but don't say it like that.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you work in an office for too long. You just become very adept at avoiding work wherever possible.
As somebody who worked at a cinema, I can confirm that avoiding work for as long as possible is definitely a thing I want to do. However, having said that, job update.
Oh, job update.
I have 2 interviews. Yeah, I have 2 interviews next week.
Are they running concurrently, like jail sentences?
I mean, there's a joke in there somewhere, but fuck it.
Assemble it yourself at home.
Yeah. Here are the components, do it yourself. I am slowly getting back into the Pokémon TCG as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you thought the power creep in Warhammer was bad.
Oh my fucking god. I mean, holy shit, the power creep in Pokemon
I'm
is
going to
bad.
play my Plusle. It's got 120 HP and has a move that does 80 damage.
Oh, you want to joke about that? I bought a team up. I bought a the team up trainer box earlier today.
Yeah. Which
is really fucking cool. But I got a really good card in one of the booster packs. It's tag team Latios and Latias GX.
Oh, GX. That must have 210 HP.
250.
Oh.
Its main attack is Buster Purge.
Oh, that's not Buster Purge.
No, I know. It's because it's both of them together. It costs 1 water energy and two psychic energy and 1 colorless.
Okay.
This is a dragon type card, by the way.
Okay.
And discard 3 energy from this Pokemon, but it does 240 damage.
Holy shit.
It's also got the GX move. Do you know what GX moves are?
You better just remind the audience at home.
So, for those not in the know, GX moves are moves that can only be done once per game. So you get like a little GX token.
They're a smooth.
And yeah. And you turn it over and that's your GX move. So the GX move for Latias and Latios tag team costs 1 psychic energy with a plus next to it.
Okay.
So it reads, attach 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like.
You what?
If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra energy attached to it, in addition to this attack's cost, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to it during your opponent's next turn.
Wow.
GX cards are fucking mental.
Yeah, so with that one, you can basically just stick 2 energy on it on the bench, bring it in, use your GX move, get a load of energies that you've lost.
Yeah.
And then they can't do anything to you the next turn. Wow.
Yeah. I just want to say about 2 other GX cards I've got, because I really fucking love them. I've got one of my favourite legendaries, Stack Attacker.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love Stack Attacker. He's so cool. He's an Ultra Beast. Mm-hmm. And his ability means that Ultra Beasts take 10 less damage from your opponent's attacks. Just straight up.
Okay.
Gigaton Stomp, which does 120 damage.
Gigaton Stump.
Does 120 damage for 2 steel or 1 colourless energy.
Oh, wow.
And his GX move, this attack does 50 more damage for each prize card you've taken.
Hang on, 50, did you say?
Yeah, so for every prize card you've taken is an extra 50 damage.
Blimey.
Yeah.
And
Articuno... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say... No, finish your thing and then I'll say my thing.
Articuno GX, his ability.
Yeah.
When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. If you do, move any number of water energy cards from your other Pokemon to this Pokemon.
Oh, shit.
Ice Wing does 100... no, just the standard.
No, but it's like a tag team. It's like the Pokemon tags Articuno in and he takes all the energy. Yeah.
Ice Wing does 130 damage for 2 water and a colourless. And then its GX move for 1 water energy. Discard all energy from both active Pokemon.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's...
I wonder why you'd use that.
Yeah, there is a definite power creep. I say power creep, it's more like a power, just vertical cliff.
Power cliff, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's, God, even from like the ones where I got some of those booster boxes before, they weren't at that level. And that was only sort of like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Like, I really want to get more Sun and Moon stuff, because they're bringing out, they're like, as Zekrom and Pikachu team up.
Oh, I've seen
Gengar,
that. Yeah.
Gengar and Mimikyu. Eevee and Snorlax. Which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wailord and Magikarp. That's a hilarious one. Yeah. It takes like 5 water energies to do its basic attack. Hilarious. But they're bringing out new ones of like Lucario and Melmetal, I think is one.
Oh, yeah.
And Gardevoir and Sylveon, which is another. Ooh. So I'm like, yeah.
That's a collector's favourite already, isn't it?
I mean, I wasn't planning on building a fairy deck, but now I am. You know.
Oh, no. The power creep is ridiculous. At some point, they're just going to have to knock the zeros off the end or something.
I mean,
it's just kind of silly.
It's insanely, like, powerful these days.
Because I guess they do it so that you always have to buy the new ones. But if you're playing competitive, you can only use the new ones anyway. So...
Well, the standard sets go back to anything that was released from Sun and Moon upwards.
Oh, really? Okay.
Anything that's been released in Sun and Moon is legal.
Okay.
And expanded goes back to black and white. So...
Oh, okay. Because I kind of think... It does feel... It is silly. At some point, it feels like they're just going to have to say, do you know what? Let's just draw a line under here for official tournaments now, only these cards going forward, and put them all back to like 40, 50 HP or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember like... Charizard had 100 HP, and that was like...
120.
120, beg your pardon. And that was ridiculous. That was like, oh my God, it's got so much HP.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a really crap card. I don't know why everybody loves Charizard so much.
Everyone, because just people like Charizard, don't they?
Yeah, but it's a terrible card.
I mean the Pokemon in general.
Oh, wasn't it?
The cards. Was it quite a rare one? The card.
It was base set, yeah. It was like the most sought after because it's Charizard with 120 HP, but like it's bad.
If I remember rightly, it takes 4 fire energies.
Yep.
What is it? It's like Fire Spin or something.
Yeah, and you got to discard 2 of them to use it.
How sad are we?
I'm remembering this off the top of my head. 4 fire energies, 2 to use it, and it does 100 damage, but its ability means that every energy card you attach to it turns into fire.
That's right, I remember, yeah.
Which does make it kind of good, but it's kind of pointless in a fire deck.
Yeah. Only in a dual deck. Well, all the pros have dual decks, come on. I mean dual, D-U-A-L.
Yeah. This isn't Pokemon Duel, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I mean, I've been waiting about 5 minutes to chip in, but I thought I'd let you finish your conversation.
Bravo. That was brilliant.
Well, didn't you even realise I joined the call?
No, I wasn't looking at my screen.
Oh, shit. Okay. No, yeah, sorry, I took painkillers earlier and I think they almost knocked me out.
Oh,
so
Oh, that's fine.
we thought
I kind of missed the beginning. How late am I?
Not too late.
23 minutes.
Okay, not too bad. It's only because my mum woke me up for food that I was like, oh shit. No, I think I've pulled a muscle or something, so it's easier to sleep than be awake.
Yeah. So were you listening for the whole of that segment?
I joined in when you said, Christian mentioned booster boxes.
Oh,
That's when I joined in.
Hello, Ozzy.
Yes, hello.
Oh man, that was...
I'd assume you could have heard me breathing and sort of moving.
No.
I think I was too passionately talking about Pokemon cards.
We were too engrossed in our passion.
Oh, well.
Man. What's your opinion on the power creep in Pokemon TCGs?
I gave up after Johto,
That's fair.
and I haven't looked back.
Like, you don't want to turn into a pillar of salt like in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's just, it got too complicated. Card games get too complicated. When I was a kid, they were fine. And you had to play Pokemon, Digimon, well, not Digimon, but Yu-Gi-Oh! No one knows how to play the Digimon cards.
No, we've even played the PS1 game that taught us how to play, and we don't know how to play.
No.
One of the other tag team cards coming up is Reshiram and Charizard GX.
So, Reshiram gets Charizard, Zekrom gets Pikachu.
Yeah.
I mean...
Pheromosa and Buzzwole.
Okay, I ship it.
Marshadow and Machamp.
I don't ship it.
Oh my god, this one's amazing. Muck and a Alolan Muck.
Oh, by the time all you said was Muck,
made in heaven.
and I already shipped it.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, it is
But
literally
by the end of the breeding, what muck is what? Do you just have 2 half Alolan mucks? Because they've all sort of merged.
They just become one big muck.
Oh, one big glorious muck.
That's how you get Alolan Grimus outside of Alola. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Sorry, Muck and Alolan Muck's their GX move. So I don't know if you know recently or not, but they introduced energyless moves.
I thought it was like a French name, Energyless Smooth.
Energyless Smooth.
Bonjour, I am Energyless Smooth. I have come to provide electricity to your suburb.
I work for the power grid.
For EDF.
Electricity, dear fire. But yeah, so they're moves that don't require energy in order to use, which is really good. So like
power creep.
Yeah, pretty much. But Muck and Alolan Muck GX tag team, their GX move is a energyless GX move.
Yeah.
And the text reads your opponent, it's called Nasty Goo Mix.
God.
It reads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned.
Oh, that is awful in the card game.
If this Pokemon has at least 4 extra energy attached to it, in addition to this attack's cost, put 15 damage counters instead of 1 on that Pokemon.
That's only like a third of their health, though, isn't it?
It's 150 damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still, that is
ridiculous.
Insane.
God, paralyze and poison. There was a card in trading card game on the Game Boy that could paralyze and poison with one of its attacks. And
if you had, sounds familiar.
If your opponent had that card against you, you were just like, well, I've lost. And if you had it, you were just there like
kicking ass.
Yeah.
I think that was the original Nidoking, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's have a look.
What I'm thinking of is Nidoking's Toxic, which was takes 20 damage instead of 10 between turns.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which was fucking evil.
So I always tried to build the Nido deck from the Science Club.
Oh yeah.
Is it all just been TCG talk, or did I miss anything before?
You missed a bit of Warhammer chat.
Yeah. Oh god, I don't care about that then. I missed the perfect part.
It's just I've been recently getting back into the TCG a hell of a lot. Like I bought a trainer box today. So yeah, I've been getting into it a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be spending money on them anytime soon. So.
No, I don't blame you. Have you still got all your cards, haven't you, Christian?
Yeah.
I still got all my old cards.
I've still got my deck list of that one I had before, so we can have another duel because that's what they are with cards.
Yeah. Every children's trading card game involves dueling.
Because my cards were newer than yours and therefore inherently better because of the power creep, whereas now yours are newer than mine, so you can get your revenge.
Oh, you were working on stuff from fucking X and Y, and I was still on black and white.
Yeah.
It was just like... I don't know where my deck's gone, though, which is kind of a problem.
Oh. Is it between
your
legs?
Have you tried inside your... Yeah.
Yep. Let's have a...
What, inside my trainer box?
Internet handshake.
Hang on. Let's get a foley of this opening.
Oh.
No, it isn't. That's all the cards I bought today.
Did not sound like a box opening.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe if it was you moving towards the box we picked up as well.
I think it might have been... I rubbed it on the thing.
You rubbed the muff.
Hang on, here we go. Oh, fuck, I did it again.
Oh, is there things inside the box rattling?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. Because it was like... Here I'm going to open my box, and they just picked up a large sheet of corrugated steel. I'm like, no, one of those fences you get around building sites.
You hear that?
God, yeah.
That's the sound of energy cards.
Are you flicking through them, or are they made of metal and you're dropping them into a bowl?
No, they're still in the plastic packet.
Or you should just set off like those firelight or popper things.
Yeah.
It just sounds like crackling, like
indoor
you've got
sparklers.
popping candy in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh god, that's such a good smell. No, seriously, like...
So that... What did you just pull your pants down?
No, I just opened the new cards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's such a nice smell. Just that's going to be clipped, isn't it?
I like that smell with DVDs. Like you open a brand new DVD and you just get that freshness.
Oh, yeah.
There's just something about new
smell.
cards.
There's something about factory-packed items.
And glossy pages of things.
I remember once I bought a couple of booster packs and went to watch a film a while ago. And because I love that smell, so I opened up the booster pack and just sat there for a second just go like... And I swear to God, somebody from the other side of the cinema just looked over me and was going, what is he doing? Hell, I don't care.
At least you didn't get thrown out for substance abuse.
I hope I wouldn't have, because I worked there at the time.
Is that why you got? That's not why you left.
Yeah,
they caught me sniffing cards.
It's on your record now.
Oh God!
It says possession, but I was young.
Load of films come out where they give you cards for free, so you were just there hoarding them as well.
Yeah.
I still have a metric shit ton of the the Pikachu ones that we got.
Okay.
Do you remember the? I think it was Rugrats in Paris where they had a sniffer scratcher card.
Yes, I remember that.
Maybe that's what people could be doing. That's the future of Cinemal.
Oh, I hated that. That was stupid.
Yeah, and I remember there was one that smelled
worked. Yeah,
that one worked.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the Wild Thornberrys crossover with the Rugrats.
Rugrats Go Wild.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. I don't remember that at all, but I remember the card, the sniff.
No, that was the thing that had the scratch and sniff on it.
Okay. Whilst we're on Flim chat, we'll veer into TV and theatre chat briefly. His Dark Materials. Any of you into any of that?
Nope.
What?
All right.
It's like what?
The
What's
like
it, just
I think you can glean that as a no.
yeah.
what, like documentaries and stuff?
No, it's the book series Northern Lights, The Subtle Knife and the Amber Spyglass, and then they did.
I have heard of it, however, I have not seen it.
And they did a film called The Golden Compass that absolutely shat all over it in a bad way.
That was part of his Dark Materials?
Yeah, it was the first book.
Okay, so I know of them, but no, I don't.
Well, basically, the BBC's remaking it as a TV series.
Oh.
Okay.
And they've explicitly said that they're going to remain faithful to the books with the unspoken subtext of unlike the film. So that's cool.
I mean,
Looking forward to that. Yeah. Might cut that out there because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Don't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
No change there then.
The play that goes wrong, as we have spoken in this parish before, they're doing one. Well, Penn and Teller saw their show and loved it, and they started to work together, and they've now made a play called Magic Goes Wrong.
Okay, that might be
With Penn
interesting.
and Teller. Yeah.
That sounds cool.
So no news on where it's going yet. It'll probably stay in London for 3 years, and then it'll tour around and come to Bristol.
Unless it's like the Mousetrap in which it'll just stay in London.
Oh yeah. Most things come to Bristol though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Even things like Mary Poppins was in Bristol before London. They tried it out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I went to see it.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it was really, really good. They followed the book more than the film. Which meant that it was less a case of Mary Poppins coming to have fun with the children, as these children are badly behaved, and Mary Poppins, yes, she's going to use magic and they will have bits of fun, but really we're just going to scare them into behaving. It was really brilliant, really dark.
The way discipline should be done.
Yeah.
Sounds like a much better film anyway.
It's just like how the original of like fairy tales and stuff like that are always so much darker. The adaptations.
Yeah. Family Guy did a bit about that, didn't they? Where they talk about an old German fairy tale. And it cuts away to it, as it does in Family Guy. He goes, once there was a boy who sucked his thumb, so a man came and cut his thumb off. Now he has no thumb. The end.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's just like it's not even inaccurate as a joke. That literally is the fairy tale.
I mean, I was going to say that's where the best family jokes are based in fact, but that would imply that Family Guy has good jokes.
They did.
Yeah.
They started to get a bit thin after a while, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I vastly prefer American Dad.
American Dad's way better. Mind you, I haven't watched any of them for years.
Yeah.
No, neither have I.
I think BBC Three ran it into the ground a bit.
Yeah.
So then
It was the only place you could watch it for a while.
I know, but by the point that they stopped running, you'd already had too much of it, so you're not like, oh, I want to look for the new channel with Family Guy on. It's more like, no, I think I can take a break from Seth MacFarlane stuff for a while.
Yeah,
it was
especially
always
after the Cleveland show.
Oh God, never saw that. Thank God.
It really was a genuine.
Brown.
My name is Cleveland Brown. My name is Cleveland Brown.
I got the first series of that awful thing.
I just. It really was a Cleveland steamer.
Oh.
The theme song was catchy, though. I could get the theme song stuck in my head. But the show.
Like, my general thought of it was what Stewie said in the very first episode of it. It's like, what the hell? He gets his own spin-off?
Yeah. Pointing it out like that doesn't make it any better. It's still true.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, the thing is with Family Guy on BBC Three, it just always... I don't think anyone was ever going, oh, I've got to make sure to catch Family Guy tonight. It was just always, you put it on because it was on.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look, Family Guy's on.
So it's like you said, Ozzy, when it stopped, you didn't go and find it anywhere else.
No.
Yeah. Cool. That's that.
Yeah.
I did also have... In the last one, I mentioned about how USB branding went really weird. Do you remember me?
Oh, yeah.
So...
Vaguely.
So... Back in the day, you had USB 1.1.
Yeah.
And then you had USB 2, which was the newer black port.
Which is like the traditional one that everyone
USB.
thinks of. That's what everyone thinks of when they say USB. That's what it is at the moment.
Well, no, but there was USB 3, which is the blue ones.
Yeah, which is like USB 2, but a lot faster.
Exactly. Right. So then USB 3.1 came along. So the logical thing would have been to have the existing USB 3 as USB 3 and call the new ones USB 3.1. But instead what they did was they retroactively rebranded USB 3 to USB 3.1 Gen 1, and the new USB 3.1 became USB 3.1 Gen 2.
How does that make it less confusing?
But then USB 3.2 is USB 3.2 is upcoming. It's about to be kind of
No,
reach the
that's
market.
USB 2.3 then. 3.3, surely.
Well, no, we've had USB 3.0 and 3.1, which became...
Which were retroactively called 3.1 and 3.2.
3.1 Gen 1 and 3.1 Gen 2. So now, because USB 3.2 is coming along, what was USB 3.0 and then USB 3.1 Gen 1 is now USB 3.2 Gen 1. And what was 3.1 and then 3.1 Gen 2 is now 3.2 Gen 2. So then the new USB 3.2 will be USB 3.2 Gen 2 times 2.
Can't these people count higher than 3?
They made
Nobody
by
in the
Valve.
industry can count to 3.
Yeah.
Fucking Valve can't. And honestly, I thought that fucking Apple was stupid with their naming conventions.
So yeah, the long and short of it is, if you're buying a PC or a laptop or a phone or anything that has a USB port on it, really, really research what USB port they have, because they could say we've got USB 3.2, and you think brilliant, that they've got the newest version, when in fact they've got the oldest version of USB 3.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they just keep it as, USB 3, USB 3.1, 3.2, 3.3?
That would have made perfect sense.
Or,
Yeah, so of course they didn't fucking do it.
USB 4? Why couldn't it have been USB 4? If it's the next one up.
It's the same kind of underlying concept and design.
Okay.
They've just made
it's still the blue one, it's just a little bit better.
They've made it faster, yeah. So
it's kind of like the PS4 and the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just point it out then. Just
So USB 3.2 is twice as fast as 3.1, which is why they've called 3.1 3.2 Gen 2 and 3.2 3.2 Gen 2 times 2, because it's the 2 times 2, twice as fast as 2.
Is this how you felt when I was trying to say the name of the Star Wars games?
Yes. And it's the first thing I thought of when I read it. So there you are.
I dare say the Star Wars game makes more sense.
Yeah, it does, because there's some sort of logic to it.
Yeah.
So there you are.
Oh my.
USB.
Dark Forces 4, Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast 2, Jedi Knight 3. I don't fucking know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
They're literally sitting on my shelf, but I can't be bothered to look over at it. Because we're nothing if not lazy on this show.
Well, cool. On that bombshell, then it's time to end.
Sorry, I wasn't much this podcast, but
That's right.
That's all right. You're ill. Well,
Yeah,
in pain. At
Right.
least.
Pain.
Pain.
I've always been ill, Richard. There's no goodness to me. So,
Well, it's not classed as a disease anymore.
Oh wow.
Wow, did I just make that fucking joke?
You must let us know how your treatment's going, Ozzy. Fucking hell.
so I've still got the unquenchable urge for cock, so not very well so far.
Oh man. On that bombshell,
That glorious bombshell.
it's definitely time to end. So
Yes.
thanks for listening, and thank you for listening, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Always end on a high note, that's what I say.
That's going on the end.